Are we recording?
Weekends are not for showers.
Spitting on the ones and twos.
Wait, are we gonna get copyright infringement for that?
Welcome to Hey Sister, Soul Sister.
We're really relying on our editors to do a good job.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hey Sister, Soul Sister. We are here to bring goodness to your life. Happy Thursday, or wherever the fuck you're listening to this, or whenever the fuck you're listening to this. I am Erica.
And I am Leia. And we are both amped on pre-workout right now.
We're two bad bitches amped on pre-workout.
We're on it. It's already. Oh my god, my eye just twitched. That was that was totally on cue. I was like, oh my god.
As soon as you said I'm like amped on pre-workout, your eyes like and sorry, it looked like I wasn't stretching my eye. I was trying to make it twitch. I guess this is more twitching. I realized that after. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to make my eye twitch.
Crazy.
Being the person whose eye twitched for like a month, I know exactly how you feel.
Oh my gosh, is that from the caffeine?
It was caffeine, and I had a lot of like anxiety in my body, which we're gonna talk about later on. That's gonna be
very exciting.
The main topic of this podcast. But you know, we're gonna talk about some bullshit before that, some fun stuff. But anyways, Leia and I are both amped on pre-workout.
We're so amped.
Not only am I amped on pre-workout, I did a Tabata workout, which gets you even more amped. So if I drink coffee right now, I might have a heart attack and die. Like, I want coffee for the flavor, because I love how it tastes with, like, the creamer. But I was like, no, I shouldn't have it, because I'm just going to be like...
Yeah, give it a minute.
Podcast,
give it a minute.
You're going to have to listen to it at half speed if I had coffee, because I would just be like...
I thought about making some coffee as well. Because I usually do. Like, I usually make coffee while we're recording and
me too.
All the things. But I usually have some time between my workout and recording, and I didn't have time today. So I'm like, maybe I should wait to put more stimulants in my body. But I'm wearing this hat because I realized now that we record and you could record video, you guys can actually see me. I literally wear the same outfit like every weekend.
Me
so
too.
I'm like, I'm gonna go put on. I was like, do I want to change my shirt? And I said, fuck no. I'm just gonna put a hat on, and so I might just swap out my hats every
sweaters
recording.
And cardigans. I know for like the past 3 videos, I had the same cardigans, but we had like 3 weeks like span. I was like, oh well, it is what it is.
But I look real legit though. I look like one of those bar stool guys. And their podcasts.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been a week, yo. Like, I caught myself the other day. I was dropping off Charlie at daycare. And like, you know, they have glass windows when you walk in, and I saw my reflection. I was like, I'm looking real fit. Like, I look like, just like I was thinking to myself, and literally, guys, I don't know. I don't know if anything's changed. I think my energy behind my workouts and like, I don't know, just, you know, what I'm eating, how I'm eating, just like feeling really healthy and around my relationship with my body and my food, and my workouts. I was like, oh my god, like my traps look like they're coming along. Like I'm getting, you know, I'm building that muscle. I haven't felt like this strong in a long time. And I work out all the time, but I'm like, dude, I feel real ripped. Like, I feel like the muscle is coming, or, you know, like it's growing and it's feeling good. So, you know, I'm really feeling myself this week, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
you're feeling like
myself.
I know, right before we hit record, I had Leia clean off her camera because it was like all fog. I was like, Leia, clean your camera. And then
I'm
the
like, I don't
difference was
understand.
like night and day. I was like, whoa, I was
All
not
of-
expecting that. I was
All
like,
of a
Leia,
sudden,
you
we're in
Yeah,
HD.
we're in HD. I was like, Leia, you look like a snack. You look hot. I was
And
growling at her. We didn't hit record it because we weren't ready to record, but I was like, Leia, you're looking good today. So
Every day, guys. No,
every day I'll look like
I'm
this.
just
I'll wake
feeling
up like
really
this.
good. Like, it's really, and I think maybe this is like a rewind from like our previous topic. It's where your attention goes, where your energy goes, is what expands. So I've been just changing the story of what I tell myself about like my body and like during the workouts and what I eat. Like it literally is like you're. But here's the thing, though. I say it out loud while I'm working out. Like, I don't say it in my head. And it just makes it different. So I'm like, feeling it. And I'll be like, dude, you're such a fucking badass. Like, you're so strong. You're
You're Wonder Woman.
You're a fucking beast. Like, you're a beast. And it's just, I'm like, oh my God. Like, do my neighbors hear me? Because, like, sometimes I am yelling at myself, like, you're a fucking beast. Let's go. Let's go.
Walls.
I do. And I don't even, and this is like at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
I
Like,
know,
I'm just
I know.
yelling at myself. But it feels so good. It feels so good. So,
Yeah.
feeling great.
I kind of internalize things a little bit more. It's funny, but like I
Yeah,
do
no,
talk to
I
myself,
used to.
But I just say it to myself. But every once in a while, I'll write it down, like because I do workouts that I like track my weights and all that. So like I'll write it down or write it at the end, like oh, what's the good thing that I accomplished and all that. So I don't say things out loud, but I'll write them down or I'll pay attention to the like trainer because the trainer that facilitates the workouts that I do. She has like sometimes every once in a while she like hits you with some awesome quotes, and I'll run up to like I'll like stop whatever I'm doing, and then I'll just look at the timestamp, like pause the workout, look at the timestamp, write down the timestamp, go back and work out, and then when I'm done, I go back to like to write down the quote. So I think like that helps me. Yeah.
I like that. But I mean, check these out. I got my nails done. And there's
I love how they look.
Vibe.
I love how they look,
you.
but I just I want them, but it's too much maintenance. I'm like, no.
It's see, we have a different like story behind it. Like I love getting my nails and my feet done. Well, one, you guys already know if you've been listening to us for a long time. My feet. I will let my feet go. And I don't even care. I will climb trees. Like, I don't, I will let them go. Yeah. So, when they that's like my cue. Like, uh-oh. I can, like, scratch my bed sheets with, so gross.
You let him go.
With my toes. I'm like, ooh, it's time to go back to the nail salon.
Yeah.
And get these taken care of. I just think it's so relaxing to me, but Erica's like, oh, it's a chore.
It's like you have to go to your house. It's not always, it like smells in there. Sometimes I don't know. I don't find it at all relaxing.
See,
it's
that's
annoying.
Oh my gosh. I love the smell.
And then like
I love the smell of acetone and alcohol, like hand sanitizer. Oh my God. Just
well, I hate sage. I hate the smell of sage.
Lord.
Sage makes me nauseous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm evil, so sage is warming me up. But no, I mean, I love massages, like getting massage, but like getting my nails done doesn't feel relaxing. It almost feels like a tease because like sometimes they will give you like a mini massage.
Oh yeah, they do a little.
But that's like a tease. I was like, no, rub me down. I want to get naked, and I want like somebody to just with amazing hands just rub me down, like totally just rub me down. Man. And you know who I found out is actually has like good hands. For massaging. I'm like, I have to clarify for massaging. My niece, who's gonna be 8 soon, so I had like a headache and I was over and I was just messing around. I was like, massage my head hurts. And so she just grabbed my temple and she started doing this and she knew what she was doing. And I was like, did you watch like a YouTube video or something? And she's like, no. And I was like,
oh my gosh, what was she in a...
Her hands were like strong.
Magic.
I was like,
what was she in a past life?
I don't know. But I was like, damn, girl, I'm going to come to you next time, like, my arm's sore. I'll be like, give me a massage. I'm going to take you to the zoo. Give me a massage. You want McDonald's? Massage.
My Lolo, my grandpa, like when he used to live with us, like when we were really little, he would make us walk on his back, like just form a line. Like we would like walk on his back, go back around, walk on his back, and we thought it was fucking fun, dude. When we were her age, and then we, we got to a point where like,
Maybe
I don't want to do it anymore.
I don't want to walk on your back.
But it was fun at the time.
Yeah.
So use it up while you can.
Yeah, when I was having lower back pains and she was smaller, I would try to get her to walk on my back, but she wouldn't. Or she would, but walk on the wrong spot.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not where it hurts. It hurts over here.
She might know now. Who knows?
Yeah, I think so. I'm like, just walk on my back. Did I tell you one time I didn't really walk on Tree's back, but we were having dinner and he was messing around and he pretended he was like pounding on the table, like he was cracking a joke, and he like went like that and he like threw out his like collarbone or something, and so like 2 days later he's like, man, he's like, that hurt. And like a few days later, he's like, it still hurts. And so he laid down. I don't know why we did this. I was just like, just lay down on your like tummy and let's try to like, I'll like
pop
walk
it back
on
in.
it. Yeah, so like I wasn't really walking because I was like near the couch, but I was like, maybe if I apply a pressure, and like I barely applied any pressure, and you just heard and it like popped back in, and he's like, oh, that felt good.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
This was like 5 years ago, and I was
this
like,
is why I want to go to the chiropractor. And I still haven't like gone. Well, here's like, now that we're, vaccinated, I've been thinking about like, oh my goodness, I can totally go to a spa and kind of feel okay. Maybe.
You're totally fine. You're vaccinated.
I know. It's
saying. Like getting a cold now or flu.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Gotta let
that. I'm thinking about it. Maybe after like the move. Yeah. Because then, or until Alex gets back, but then Alex will want to go.
To where? To the
get a massage. Spa? Oh my god!
To the spa. Yeah.
Do you remember Glen Ivy?
I've never.
Did you ever go with us? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Glen Ivy is like this. I don't know what to call it. Like it's a fancy spa. Like it even has like, so they do the massage thing, but they do it in like these like huts, and it's like in the hills in California, in Southern California, and like in the middle of nowhere.
But isn't it a chain too?
Yeah, yes, I think they have them. Like there was one in the Brea Mall, I think that was just actually a spa.
They're like multiple locations.
Yeah, but the one that we went to was like in the foothills, and like they had outdoor like mud baths, and like like they had like this mud pool type of thing,
pool.
this mineral bath, like individual baths, like outdoors. They had a pool to just lounge in and eat lunch, and like you can literally spend a day like from top to you can have dinner. Like it was really, really nice. Oh man, that would be
I never went.
I wonder if Vegas has them. Like
something most similar. Likely they would have something. Lord. I mean, with all the casinos and all that, you don't think they would have it in the hotels.
But like that outdoor vibe, like, because
probably
I'm
not,
all about.
It's not California, okay?
Well, I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna look. Like it's so sunny today. It's sunny and gorgeous. Rain is forecasted. I just don't know when. But it's sunny. It was like 64 while I was walking Charlie while I was out there, and I just laid it, like just like stood there for a minute, just looking, like just eyes
That's pretty
closed,
warm for
in
like
the sun.
The time of day. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Well, soon you'll have more sun and you'll be away.
I cannot wait. Oh, but that's gonna be my high vibe. Should we just get into it?
High vibing. Yeah.
Or I'm gonna start with my my struggle.
Yeah. Do
But
me a favor.
let's start
Just
with the struggle.
move
Yeah.
away from the
No,
camera
I
a little
don't
bit.
want to.
It's because when I do the screenshots. Okay, here's the only thing is when I do the
I'm
screenshots
scooching it back.
no, when I do the screenshots for our and this could all stay in, but when we do what am I trying to say? Okay, I screenshot pictures from us, like, so that I could put on our title page on YouTube. And you're always like really close, and I look itty bitty, so I just want to get like some proportion. So you could come in and out, or we'll do.
I'm gonna be right here. Leaning
Okay.
feels really good today.
Okay, you lean. All right, just
Am I
letting you
far
know,
enough back?
nothing to do.
Did I scooch it back? Is it back enough? It's still scooching. I hope I'm not.
There,
Like,
that's good.
knocking over.
That's good.
I'm not knocking over like my candles and crystals.
Okay,
behind this
perfect.
thing.
I think
Okay.
we got good dimensions here now.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get a good picture of you, Leia.
Thank
We
you.
need
I
your
appreciate
hotness on the title card.
You're welcome.
Just like do
You're
a few
welcome,
poses for
everyone.
me, like. That's it. That's the money shot. I'm doing like here's my
gonna show my
producer
shoulders.
mind. Here's my producer mind, like going
shoulders,
in,
my
like, oh, brush the
shoulders.
shoulders. Yes, brush the shoulder like this. Do this. All right. Yes, queen. That's it.
It is
Okay, I got my
already-
shots. You could lean in as much as you want now. I got my shots. All right, cool. I got my screenshots.
Oh Lord! Oh my gosh!
All for content, guys. All for content. My producer mind kicks in.
The things we do. I'll tell you this. I struggled this week, guys.
Or struggle.
So you know how I was gone for like 10 days? And then of course Charlie was gone for 10 days. Obviously, in daycare. You know what came back? The motherfucking mouse. The motherfucking mouse came back while we were gone. Because I worked from
I thought
home.
you got rid of it. No?
Well, it never came after, like, we scared each other in the kitchen that time. Never came back. Like, I think it was, like, I scared it. He scared me.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go try to kill it. It never came back. It was, like, no sign.
But since it was alone, it decided to come back.
It fucking came back. So, well, and I was, like, suspicious because, like, I was working from home. And I was hearing, like, the kitchen. Charlie was here, of course, sleeping, fucking useless with this mouse. Like, can you go and scare it? Like, you sniff everything else. You want to fuck around with, like, the deer. Like, you don't want to step to the fucking mouse. Like, do it. You don't smell it? Like, go hunt it out and scare the shit out of it so it never comes back. But no, he just sleeps all day when I work from home. So...
I'm not in danger. It's just a mouse. We'll deal with it later.
So I was working from home. I'm like, the kitchen light is off, but I'm hearing like scratches, like scratching noises. And I was like, oh no, he didn't. Oh no, you motherfucker is not back here. And I don't want to kill the mouse. I don't want to set a trap. Like, I just want it to go away. So and then I didn't hear it for like several days. But yesterday we ran into each other again. That motherfucker and I ran into each other at the bathroom and then scared the shit out of each other. And this was like in the morning when I'm like still not awake. And then it ran off, like it got scared shitless, and I haven't like seen or heard heard a sign from him. So, or it, whatever. So, we just wait. Hopefully he realizes this is not for you.
You like, stay in the walls or outside.
Yeah, I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. Stay out of my zone.
Know you. I don't want to know you.
I don't want to know you.
I don't want to know what your life is about.
And I'm trying to save you, buddy. Like, I'm trying to save your ass.
You're being nice.
Yes. Don't make me. Don't make me. Like, don't make me do it. So, I cannot wait to get the fuck out of, like, a basement apartment, guys.
Yeah.
But we were talking to our friends who do live in Vegas. They just bought a home, too. Maybe a year ago. Or maybe 6 months ago. I can't remember. But they found a rat in their garage. And do you know where it made its home? This would fuck Chewy up so hard right now.
In the toolbox?
Oh, so close. So close. Come on. Think about what he loves to do.
He loves to golf.
What does he wear? Yeah, man.
In his golf bag?
Fucking golf bag. There was like rat shit everywhere in his golf bag.
Well, Chewy takes his golf. He goes to the range once a week, and he goes golfing every week. So he uses it twice. It moves. Yeah. But we do have mice in our shed. He found a bunch of mice, and then Chewy recorded it. He's like, "They're so cute because mice are kind of cute. They're little cute. Rats are ugly.
They're cute.
But mice are cute."
No,
but Chewy threw away a bunch of shit we had in there. He's like, "It's been years. Let's throw it away." But we had it in the shed, not in the house. We haven't had mice in the house. Maybe because we have like the dogs or something.
Because they're in the shed.
Yeah.
See, your dogs, true. I think your dogs would probably do something about it.
Charlie they would. They would. Yeah, I heard
Charlie
them barking. I don't know when, last year, they were like barking like crazy outside, and I went outside and I saw them tossing something, and I was like, is their toy really dirty? It was like a mole from the ground. They were tossing it. They were tossing it, and they like killed it, and I was like, get away from it. I like closed them, and then I had Chewy like throw it away. I was like,
no, fucking
thinks my dog is like,
but see, is that what that's homeowner shit right there. Mm-hmm. That's like, no, Charlie, please just don't.
He hasn't. He's just sleeping. So my dogs were just like tossing it around.
But that's like because they have a yard. Like Charlie does not have a yard to go and like
toss shit around.
Do that.
Dig it from a hole and toss it around.
Yeah, to hunt, you know. But there are like little gopher holes by the trees, like outside, and he's like kind of sniffed it and I was like, don't put your nose in there. I don't want you to like get bit or whatever. Like, don't put your nose in there. So I don't know. Anywho, that's my struggle. This motherfucker better stay the fuck out. Stay the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anywho, what a struggle this week.
I have like 3. I have three. Okay, so it's gonna be a long struggle, guys. Bear with me, because I have 3 and they're really important, and I need to say them all today. Okay, because more struggles are gonna come up for next week. So I just feel like we just need to see it. We need to see it. Okay, struggle number 1. So we have a new grocery store in town. It's like a local, a local natural food store, and usually it was in Santa Cruz, but now it's in our hometown. So it's kind of like a Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. It's called Staff Alive, and Chewy and I were really excited. And we're like, let's go check it out, and we're like, yeah, let's get food there because they have like a hot food bar, right? Totally forgot COVID. So we get there and there's no hot food bar. So that was like kind of our struggle. We got snacks, but it was kind of like a buzzkill because I was like, hot food bar, yay. And then I was like, oh yeah, COVID. We're not doing that right now. Bah. So that was like our thing yesterday, and I was late for something because I completely forgot, and then it wasn't going to take that long because the hot food bar, but there was no hot food bar, so we had to go out to eat. Anyways, that was fun. But at least I left the house. High vibe on that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Struggle number 2. Okay. I love my Billy Razor. I really like the Billy Razors. But if you ever get the Billy Razor, don't leave it in the fucking shower. Why? Because the like head has like some sort of like aloe type thing, and it lasts a long time. But when you leave it in the shower, it just kind of gets all gooey everywhere, and it doesn't have the razor last. So like I left it in the shower, but I left the protected thing on, and like because I hadn't used it for a while, all the gooey stuff like started like expanding in the plastic cap, and I couldn't take the plastic cap off without like detaching the razor part from the handle. So I had to throw it away because I couldn't take it off. Luckily, like I have a lot of like extra because they send me. I have a lot of extra razors because they send me like razors every 2 months. And like I don't really
Ooh,
shave.
send me
Like
a
I
razor.
shave, but you don't really need that much. I actually need to like cancel some of the stuff because I'm like I have too
send
much.
me some.
Yeah.
Send it over. I need a razor.
Yeah. Well, you need the head though. You need the not the head, the
like the handle.
The handle. Yeah, it's just the razor heads.
Word.
So I had to throw it away. But yeah, so that's my struggle number 2. Is like forgetting to like I keep like it's been like a thing forever and I keep forgetting and I keep leaving it in there and I was like I should just put it right here, which is right outside the shower, but I could grab it when I'm in the shower. It's like within reach, you know. And then struggle number 3. Okay, can we do away with some of these motherfucking sayings that are just outdated and old and annoying? And one of them, which I was like really hate because I actually like doing this thing, is always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Oh,
First
that's
off,
stupid.
I fucking love being a bridesmaid. You know what an honor it is to be the fucking bridesmaid? It's like you're part of the in crowd at the wedding, but you're not spending all the money in the wedding. You're not stressing out about shit. You're just there to eat, have fun, and get drunk, okay? You're just there for all the fun shit. It's like being a bridesmaid is 100 times better than being a motherfucking bride. And I fucking love being a bridesmaid. And I will go to my grave saying bridesmaid for life.
I hate that saying too because it's like it's a bad thing. Like it's not a bad thing.
If I'm always the bridesmaid, that just means I have fucking friends and I'm awesome and they want me to be in their wedding. Hello. Word. Like, get over it. Like, I like, you know, you're going to get married once. You're going to be a bride once, but you could be a bridesmaid forever.
Forever. For as long as you, like, yes.
As
Absolutely.
long as you like
100% agree.
So,
100% agree.
I'm here for it. I'm here for
it. Down with, what, always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Down with the
bride. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know. We have to have a saying about it. Yeah. Being a bridesmaid is fucking awesome.
So much fun.
Shut the fuck up.
It's so much fun.
I love it.
I'll do it all day. Every day. Yeah.
Just like, you know, give me some like rehydration stuff to like get over the hangover. I'm back at it. I'll be back at
it.
Some Pedialyte. So whatever liquid IV or that injection. You know, some people do like the injection.
The actual injection.
Yeah, like the drip. They have like the IV drip. Give it to me. And I'm ready for my next bridesmaid dress.
Word.
But you know. Pretty.
Oh,
so those are my 3 struggles.
Those were good.
It. They were quick. They were easy.
Yeah. Love.
Yeah. Those were it. That's it. Ding, 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 ding. High vibes. I need to get a bell. I need to get a bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Can you get the actual thing that goes, pew, 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 get that? Because we do that all the time. Get a little thing. Pew, pew. I don't know what it does. I mean, I don't know what it is. Is it a bullhorn?
I don't know. It's like DJ horns?
We'll find something.
Yeah,
I guess.
Or
maybe,
like just tell our editors to always have the sound ready, but then it's like
just get it ready.
But like I would rather just have it on my phone so it's easier for them. Like they have to look like where do we put the blowhorn sound in? But yeah.
So high vibing. We got Alex. Okay, Alex has been... Okay, so we've been on this house hunting journey. Alex has been doing it in person. He's doing the heavy lifting. All I gotta do is, like, pop on Zillow every once in a while, send him things that I see. So he's doing the heavy lifting. Yes, and, like, he's actually seeing the house and working with our realtor. So, you know, there's a couple things. So, like, do I want to get into the energetics around this? I don't know if we have time for all the energetics.
Well, my high vibe is short, so I think you shall. If you're being called to it, you shall. I just didn't bring enough water, but I'll gut it out. I'll gut it out until afterwards.
I am so thirsty right now. I was like,
I am too. Not like sexy thirsty, but like thirsty. Like my water is out. Look at this. It's like dry. I need water.
I'm also
I
sexy
should have
time
known.
thirsty.
I should have known. I should have brought my big one, but I didn't. Anyways.
Well, because when we hit record, I was like, oh shit, I forgot my water, but it's all good. We're just gonna do the damn thing, and then I'll go drink.
Right.
But now I'm
High
really
vibes.
thirsty. So, anyhow,
go.
Well, so for a minute there, because like you guys know, I have like Eric and I both have a really strong relationship with like the universe. And so, the universe is our partner in creating this life. Like, it follows our desires and does the thing and
The
rearranges
universe
all the
is
shit.
our soul sister.
Yes.
That needs to go on a shirt.
That's like a t-shirt.
Writing it down. I'm writing it down. Writing it down.
Yeah, love. So, when we started this house hunting journey, I really had faith, like, and I still do. Like, I really had faith, like, right from the get go. Like, what's ours is ours. Like, what's ours is not going to miss us. The perfect house is there. It's coming to us. It exists. Like, it's coming. And then I really was like in it, like that weekend. I was actually the one weekend I was there to help like search in person. I was like, this is the day. I was like, this was like 3 weeks ago. Like, this is the day. Like, we're getting a house today. Like, I felt it in my soul. We actually did put in an offer. Oh, no. We got close. We were going to put in an offer. And then after talking about it, like, we were literally gonna gut the house. Like, gut the inside. We liked the outside. We loved the neighborhood. The backyard was really good. Still needed a little work. And so we were like real hyped about the neighborhood. The neighborhood we loved, and that was the vibe. And then when we got home, we were like, okay, this is what we want to do. Like, we're gonna put in an offer, and then we're gonna gut the house. And I was like, so Alex and I talked about it. We were like, we're gonna gut the house. Like, we kind of don't want to gut it. Like, we're already spending a good amount of money on for the neighborhood. So it was a little bit in the pricier end in our budget. So we're going to do that and then like gut the house while we're gone. And we were like, you know what? We don't see the value in gutting the house right now. Like, we want a turnkey house that's ready to go, ready for move-in. Maybe if it needs some paint, I'm down. Like, just to update the paint job, like, whatever.
Like,
so
little maintenance.
Little things.
Like,
stuff, I don't want it to gut, like, literally we were going to gut the whole thing. I didn't like the floors. I didn't like the kitchen.
This isn't flip or flop, okay?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, and we were going to spend, like, a good chunk of money. Like, it was literally on the higher end of our budget. And then I was like, we're going way over budget to gut this house. So we decided not to put in an offer, and then Alex has been looking since. And so for the first like couple weeks, it was like we weren't seeing anything we liked. There were houses that Alex was seeing, and he was like, it's okay. Same thing, the things that I was looking at in like on Zillow, same. Like, I wasn't vibing off the house, as we were saying. And so I was like, what's going on? Like, I was starting to feel like fear around not getting a house. And then I was like, well, what, like, looking at, like, I was like, where, and then I started to focus on that. And we always say, where your focus and your energy goes, that's what expands. So what was happening is, the more I was focusing on my fear around, not getting this house, I was my reality was reflecting back that experience. So if you flip it to a different example, so if I focus on how much I'm such bad luck, that's what's going to get reflected back at me. Yeah, your reality will show that you are such bad luck. You will get shitted on by a bird. You'll get a flat tire. Your reality will create exactly what you believe.
Yeah, your mind is always proving you right.
Always. And so luckily, blessedly, we do the work, right? So I didn't stay in that energy very long. I was like, oh shit.
There it is.
Shift it. Like, I was like, okay. So going back, like, all right, no matter what happens, whether it's now or later, whether we have to, got to move in with like one of our friends and continue the search, we're moving on May 12th. Like, we're moving. The house is still in existence and it will not miss us. And so shifting back into that energy and just like trusting and like having faith. I think Amanda Francis says faith is when it looks like it's not happening, like faith is when it looks like it's not happening and you still believe. And I was like, done. Faith, do the thing. Homies in the universe, have my back. Yeah. And since then, we've been getting all like these houses that literally we were seeing no houses go on the market for like a week or two. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? and then like I truly believe there's no accident. After that, there was like house after house after house on the market, and they were in our price range, turnkey homes that didn't need to do anything, that we liked. Even last week we even were like, do we like this enough to like put in an offer?
Yeah.
Alex saw the houses, we got beat out, and that's fine. I was like, hey, that's not our house. Yeah. Like yesterday, he saw 2 houses that he absolutely loved, and Alex has not said, I love this house this whole time. And he saw 2 that he was like, I love both of them. Yeah. And I was like, well, I will tell you this. I love one more than the other.
I do too. I was just looking at the pictures right now.
I sent them to Erica. I actually, we were vibing on these, like pretty hard. So I even sent them to my family. I haven't sent like Zillows or anything to anyone just because we're, like still looking. But these 2, we were like, that's it. Yeah. Put all your energy in this.
I am putting my energy on house number 1 because that backyard and that pool, I could see myself. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
Gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
So that's doing the thing. We decided this is the high vibe part.
Now we're getting to it eventually.
So we decided, okay, let's write a letter. And he was like, okay. Well, I was like, do you want me to write a letter?
Was it not requested? It wasn't requested.
No. No. It was just like one of those things I learned, like. Oh. So I watched it on Marriage versus Mortgage, but I've heard it before, like not from that show. Like, I don't know, from like realtor friends, if you really like a house, you write a letter to the sellers or whatever. So I was like, I can write a letter, like, I'm not really, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna go and flow and see if you like it. And then I sent it to Alex to add because he's the one who saw it in person, felt the vibe, all the things, and to put his own twist to it. And like, he did such a fucking good job because like I did my thing in this letter, but what he did with it coming back, and of course we had to put like our picture of me and him and Charlie.
Yeah, I was like, did you get 2 pictures? Yeah.
Hell yeah, we did. Cool. So it was beautiful. Like, I can paint a picture, but he really elevated what I created.
He put it like the picture in 3D. He went 3D with it.
Yes, because I felt like the way I wrote it was from my point of view and like what I wanted to create. And like what because it is like, I was like, this is like, if we're it's from my eyes, my point of view. And so when I sent it to him, I was like, well, put your own spin to it. And so it was like, when I read the letter, I actually kind of teared up because I was like, oh, like, you want to build a home with me. Like, it sounded like it was our letter. Nice. Like it was instead of my own, it was our letter. This is the life we have now. This is the life we want to build there. And I just was like, where?
Now give me that.
I was like, you're so good at that. We should collaborate more often. Like,
he should write our social media posts. Alex, you need to write our social
I'm
media
like
post.
tearing up right now just thinking about it. Such a really well written letter, and not like you. I don't know. It wasn't like cheesy, where like how when you watch some NBC shows, like I
Yeah.
don't know, like those competitions, like they really pull at your heartstrings. I was like, I don't want to be like cheat. Like I don't want to. I don't want this to be like we're trying to get them to sell to us. Like just want it to be like us and how like he talked about how he grew up there and his dad was in the Air Force and getting back to his friends and how he always he's wanted to do that and that I grew, like he talked about like our roots in the West. That's what he called it. Our roots
in the West.
In the West. And
how
I grew up. I grew up in Southern California, and how my dad was in the Navy, and that my friends and family are to be real much closer to them in proximity. I was like, you did so good.
I hope you guys get help.
I didn't know you were a writer. It just felt so good. Like that letter was just so good. He
doesn't seem like he's a writer. But
I know, that's why I volunteered.
He is a Pisces, and Pisces are just more in their emotions.
And surprisingly, he does, like, because he's not very, like, like, expressive. Like, I'm definitely.
That's what surprises me. He's just very, like,
I'm the expressive out of. I kind of think he's a little bit more, like, cerebral. Like, he processes.
In his head.
And then I was like, wow, look.
And then you put pen to paper. And
he is in marketing. So it's like, data marketing. I don't know if he does any of the creative stuff.
Yeah. I was like, isn't he like in data marketing? Which is.
Data. Yeah, data.
I was like, that's a.
So it touched my corazon. It felt so. I was like, oh my goodness. Send this to all the sellers.
Send this now.
Send this to everyone. It's so good.
The whole Vegas is pre-approved. They'll give you that. And people are going to come to you and be like, buy my house.
Yeah.
Well, I really
did a really good job.
Yeah. I have my fingers crossed for house number 1 because it's like a vibe.
Yes. That house.
Yeah.
That house.
Because,
yeah.
Like the inside, I was like, it's okay, but it's livable. It's not like you need to gut it or anything. I think just because of what they had, their furniture for me.
Their furniture wasn't like ours. I still want to update like the paints. Like but that's I want to update that. That's it's a lot of rooms to update, but
you got a lot of space in there.
There's so much space.
Yeah, the second one you showed me, like the interior was updated, like you could tell they but there was no furniture in there, so I think they actually went through it.
Yeah,
but the backyard was like basic.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. Like it had the pool, it had the the things, but it wasn't as like done up as the first house. Like it just aesthetically looks better.
Number one,
it's much more. It's much more Instagrammable.
It's not that it's I mean it is Instagrammable, but I think the back the thing is like the pool in the first one that you showed me is a lot bigger, and it has I was looking at it has like a shallow area, like a big shallow area, and so it has like where it's situated too, like there's grass in your backyard.
Yes, there's grass.
So the second house is all cement, so it kind of you don't have that grass, and I think I don't know, I like grass in the backyard. I know it's like a little bit harder to maintain, but
it's hard there's something over there. I hope it's turf. I mean, I hope it's turf.
It probably is if it's Vegas.
Now I gotta go look.
If it's grass in Vegas, you're gonna have a fun time maintaining it. Sprinklers at night.
Yeah. So,
but
we shall see. Sending all the vibes, and I mean, in all honesty, this house are better. I mean, like it's only gotten better. Like every house that we've seen.
Now you have your letter. That you
it can just go to wherever. Oh, that house also has an orange tree in the backyard.
Oh, does it?
Oh my gosh, I'm making all the carne asada and like from scratch.
Because of the oranges,
the marinade. Yeah,
I was like, why? I was like oranges. The marinade.
I am making fresh juice like all the time.
Well,
I cannot wait.
I have an orange tree in that backyard too.
But do you need fresh orange juice?
No, because the
Oh my gosh, I
oranges
totally
aren't
would.
that sweet. But I did use the
They
oranges
better
for
be
like
fucking sweet.
decoration. I think
Oh,
Chewy
okay.
has. Chewy has in the past like cut it down. It had like a disease, but I think it's getting like it had right now. It has a lot of flowers, which I haven't seen since like we moved here. So we're probably getting
Oh
like
wow, it's
a new
healing.
batch of oranges. Yeah, because Chewy
Yay.
needs to like cut it, and we have a plum tree too, but
Oh my
it doesn't
gosh,
really work. We
yum.
had a tangerine tree, but Chewy cut that one down, and a dead cherry tree. It died.
What? You
Cut
guys
that
had
down.
all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that's why we built
Damn.
the house. Yeah, so
Damn.
I'll take pictures and post it.
Yeah.
My backyard's
So
a
that's,
vibe, except for it's full of dog shit, so I have to like walk around the dog shit.
Oh my goodness.
But I love my backyard. Yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for whatever home it
excited.
is, and like I said, you have the letter, so like the next home that you guys,
We're ready.
yeah, like all you have to do is like change like to whom
Tweak.
it's addressed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Like one or two
Tweak
things,
it.
but the whole body of it, you don't need to change it.
It's
Sounds
perfection.
Like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, so my high vibes sound very boring against yours. And I think it's like a
It's
repeat
still a
high
vibe.
vibe.
Okay.
It's
Or
just
like
like
a
my
rewind.
workout. I'm loving my
Yes.
workout program. It is just a vibe. I'm doing a beach body one called 90-day control. No, 90 week. No, well, nope, it's not 90. Keep saying it wrong. 9-week control freak. Not 90.
I mean, you could do it for 90
I mean, I
weeks.
could do it for 90 days, but it's not called that. But I just really like it because it's like the trainer. Her name's Autumn Calabrese, and she just knows how to work out a woman's body, and she has a modifier on there too. So even the modifications, because I had to do a lot of the modifications when I first started, you still feel like you get a workout done. Because I've done other programs when you do the modifier, it doesn't like feel like you're getting a workout, but you can't do the full version, so you kind of get frustrated. And at least with this one, like with the modifier, like it feels like you're getting like shit done. And like the way she works out, like she just does a lot of like moves that like it's like one exercise, but it hits a lot of stuff. So you don't have to do like long workouts. So you do more in less time. It's really, yeah.
Love.
I'm really enjoying it. And what I like about it is, right, so this program, like you need like a bunch of equipment, right? Well, she came out with like a modified version of it where you just need weights.
Ooh.
And so I'm just doing the weight one, but I was looking at the full equipment one, and I have basically everything, or I have certain things in my house that I could MacGyver it, that I don't need certain stuff. So the only thing I really need is like a core ball, you know, like this big. So when I'm done with the 9 weeks, I'm going to do the program again, but the like original with all the equipment. So it feels like a new program, because if you know me, I don't like it. I don't like to repeat. And if I ever repeat a workout, like it's really weird because my mind already knows what's coming. So I notice I don't really work out as hard, or I don't have that much fun with it, or like if a move's coming up that I don't like, I don't do it and I skip it. So I kind of like half-ass it.
Yeah.
And so when it's like completely new workout and I don't know what's going on, like that's the best for me.
You like to be surprised.
I like the element of surprise. Yeah. Like if my body gets too used to it, it just doesn't do anything. So like the element of surprise is like good. The only problem right now with like the weight one is like you do the same, like it's like 5 workouts in 1 week. Yeah, one week has 5 workouts, and then you repeat those for 3 weeks, you know? So by the 3rd week, I'm like already bored, but the next week it's a new workout. And I'm like, yay!
Oh, man.
Which is like perfect timing for me because I just get bored.
Love.
Well, I know we're going to run a little bit later on this one, but
It happens.
it happens. And maybe I could make this one quick, but I wanted, because I know
It's a good one.
Yeah, in one of our past
I'm gonna
recordings,
stretch.
we talked about how I was kind of really, really having a lot of anxiety and fear in my body, and how that was manifesting to like panic attacks in public. Like it was like I had fear of going to like grocery stores or just being out in public. And I wanted to share this with everybody because I started, as the world is opening up. Let me move my mic a little bit because I keep hitting it. But as the world is opening up, um, some of us may have these fears, going back into the real world. And some of the things I got coached on it. So some of the things that came up for me in in kind of conquering this fear so that I lead a more joyful life living and not being trapped inside the house. So when we went to LA, let me back up a little bit. So like when we went to LA, and even when I went to Mexico in October last year, like I just felt like I didn't have like anxiety attacks outside. I did once in Mexico, but like I just felt anxious the whole time. If I wasn't in the hotel, I didn't feel safe. I felt a lot of fear, and it just wasn't a good way to kind of live life. It was very exhausting. And when I would come back home, I would just kind of regret my trip. Not in like that I went, it would just kind of regret that I didn't do enough. Like I just felt like I wasted the time and I really didn't like enjoy it as much as I could have or would usually have. And after our LA trip, I just kind of like had like a conversation with myself. I was like, I know there's a lesson that I need to learn here. Like I can't continue to like live this way because I don't like it. Like I want to go to music festivals and concerts in the grocery store, and like I want to be able to do all the things that I like without having this like anxiety live in my body. And so I asked myself, I was like, okay, or I asked myself, I just did like my talks to God Angels Universe. I was like, okay, God Angels Universe, I'm ready to learn this motherfucking lesson because I don't like to live this way. Show me what the fuck is going on. Show me what's happening. And there was multiple things going on. The first one, there's like three, I think. The first one was that, well, there was three things that were going on. So the first one was that like I was so kind of stuck in like kind of recreating a past version of me that I was holding on to that. And so there was this like kind of additional stress, like when things have to go a certain way and when they don't, you kind of get like stressed out. So that was kind of propelling certain kind of emotions for me because I was trying to get back to like what it was in the 20s. So that was kind of creating some tension in my body. It wasn't necessarily fear, but it was kind of this like stress type mechanism because things weren't going how I had envisioned. So like that was like step number one. And it's just like, this is just feelings on top of feelings. Number two was I saw my future and the goals I was setting and kind of going like, no one's really ever done this before. Like I was setting goals that are things that are like new, like, and new to me especially, right? So I was very fearful of the unknown. Fearful of what I couldn't see nor control because in my 30s, I got comfortable, right? Going to my 9 to 5 and like the comfortability, is that a word? The comfort of just having the comforts of just having an income every 2 weeks, And I know what the amount is and all that, but in entrepreneurship, that is different. You have peaks, you have slopes, you have peaks, you have slopes. And in thinking of that, as I like sit here and grow like my podcast production company, I want to start a podcast network. I want to create that into a TV network. All these things that I have are big and scary. On top of that, I want to, I'm a life coach for creatives, so it's like big energy things that are new that a lot of people don't do and that all have peaks. And so I started feeling a lot of fear off of that. And so fear, here's what I learned. Fear will manifest the way it needs to manifest if you don't let it work through your body. So what was happening was I had this fear over like my career goals, my life goals, the things that I wanted to accomplish in life. And they were manifesting into this fear of leaving my house and like creating these scenarios of like, I mean, I had one scenario because I'm driving my nieces next week to San Francisco. We're going to the zoo. Like, oh, we're going to crash and die on our way there. You know, like I was manifesting all these like worst case scenarios for everything because of this fear. So like I wasn't allowing the fear to just flow through my body and feel the fear. I suppressed the fear, and the fear was spiraling out of control, where I was just like scared to like go outside. And one of the best things that my coach told me was like, because I kept calling it anxiety, I kept saying like social anxiety, panic attacks, whatever. And she's like, stop labeling it, because you're labeling it, you're putting yourself in a box. The minute you stop labeling it and just let the energy and the feelings and the emotions do its work, it's out of your body. And that night, when she told me that night, I like cried like a motherfucking baby. I watched the Tina Turner. Okay, this was the best thing ever, because I watched the Tina Turner documentary, which like was the best thing ever because I love music. I love documentaries. And I was like, the whole time I was watching it, I was like, just like sobbing. Plus Tina Turner, her like soul, she's fucking amazing. She's like cheerful, but she had a hard life. And like just to see her energy and like how fucking awesome she is with all the stuff that she went through. And then plus, I don't know if people know this, she didn't really become like a solo famous artist until she was like in her 40s. Right? Like Turn Back Time and... Sorry, not Turn Back Time. That is another...
Cher.
That's Cher. What's Love Got to Do with It and all that. Like... She went to the record executives and I was like, I want to do rock and roll. I want to sell out these stadiums. And they looked at her and they're like, you're like in your 40s and you're like a black woman. Shouldn't you be singing like R&B? But she was like, no, I want to sing this. And she did it, you know, and she was like 45, 50. And so I just found that so inspirational. But like, I just went through this like belief system that I like debunked because I disassociated myself from being a person that has anxiety and has all this. And I was just like bawling up, tearing up. And it was like the next day I just felt so much lighter and I felt so much joy and excited for the unknown and the next thing. And then now what's happening when I hear those thoughts, because I keep hearing them, you know, it's not, they're never gone, but I know what it is. I know what's triggering it. Because even last night, like we went to this new grocery store and it's still new. They didn't have music playing, so I could hear all the stuff that was going in the background, and that kept startling me because they didn't even have, like, you know, most grocery stores have like doors. They didn't have a door. They had like this open hallway, so you could hear everything that was happening. And like I had to keep reminding myself, that's right, they have the open hallway. And like within 5 seconds, I was like, oh yeah, I have fear because I'm sending my clients my updated prices. And I'm offering more stuff. So there's fear around that. It's baby fear, but there's fear around that. So it's just like, now that I know, like when I start having these spirally thoughts, I just check myself and go, what am I scared about really? And go from there. So, Leah, you were talking about before we went on that you were starting to feel this way, but you're moving, you're buying a new house. That shit's new and scary. So that's my theory is that's probably why you're getting this fear too as well, aside from all the crappy shit that's going on in the world. but like, you know, that is like could be part of it. Plus I like kind of cut back on my true crime, not 100%, but I did cut back. I still need it to kind of breathe every once in a while, but also look at like things differently and like start looking at the positive or purposely looking for like good news and all that. So just things. So I just wanted to I wanted to share my fear, anxiety to joy story because I think it could really help a lot of people. And look, I kept it short. Yeah, I kept that in 10 minutes.
It was great.
Short and consistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big shift for you. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huge.
And it's big and it's been living in my body for like years. It's not like, not the first time. And am I cured of it? No, but at least I understand the energetics
You have
around it.
room. Yeah, you have like
room.
room to breathe.
Yeah. And I actually, it's really funny.
Grace.
I
Yeah.
wrote a letter to death, kind of in my own way, like to just accept it. It like be like, okay, death, you're gonna come when you're gonna come, and when you come, it's because I'm ready, and you just have to accept that, you know. But I also put on there, like, I just want to die in my sleep peacefully. Like, I wrote out how I wanted to die. How I wanted to die. I was like, this is how I want to die. And I want to die when all this is done. Because I'm not ready yet. Like, there's a lot of stuff in me that's not ready. So I think writing that, I was like, I'm manifesting this shit right here. So that helped as well. Writing a letter to, like, death and, like, writing out how you're going to die. So
yeah, I mean that's I mean, what a shift, because then you just have room and space to kind of give yourself that moment to breathe and feel. Yeah,
because this is hot mess April. So turn your hot messes into joy. That's what I just did.
Yeah.
Well, friends, we are out of time.
We did it, y'all.
We did it. We caught all the things. We didn't go that much over.
We did all the things.
So remember to, tell all your friends about us. Share us on social media. If you haven't, write a review. If you have, write another review, because you can write multiple ones. It helps people find our show. If you're listening, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, tell all your friends about us, help us grow, and join our Patreon. Extra episodes a week over on the Patreon. You get us live. You could be part of the show and all that jazz. All right, guys.
Yes.
We love you. Take care.
Love you.
Happy day.
Peace. Need more quality time with your favorite soul sisters?
Yes, please.
Then come hang out with us on Patreon.
And just for $5 a month, get exclusive content and one additional live podcast recording where you, the audience, gets to interact with us real time. So head on over to Patreon, that's Patreon/Hey Sister Soul Sister, and become a Patreon. Or download the app and search Hey Sister Soul Sister. Can't wait for you guys to join us. Pew, 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 pew.